love is strangers. Believe me when I say, loving me is loving danger. Your heart is bound to break. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf.
Hello guys, welcome back. We just did about 80 kilometers from Santiago de Compostela and we are now approaching Finisterra. There it is, the cape just ahead of us. Gorgeous view of the cape. Since it's late in the afternoon, we are going to go straight to the hotel, check in, take a shower, and then have some dinner on the town of Finisterra and leave the cape itself for tomorrow morning. On the way here, we encountered some funny light stormy weather, heavy winds and relatively light rain that seems to be clearing now. So we ended up being blessed by the gods. Nothing too dangerous, of course, the worst was the wind, but it all ended up just fine. I think we are a bit tired due to those hundreds of straight highways. One thing I didn't know is that Finisterra has an awesome beach, and for that is also a very nice place to relax and catch some suns and waves. But not today. It seems almost winter around here. Welcome to the town of Finisterra, here in the province of A Coruña in Galicia, Spain. Finisterra is on the rocky Costa da Muerte, meaning coast of death, named because of the large number of shipwrecks along these shores. The name Finisterra comes from the Latin finis terrae, meaning land's end. This name stems from the fact that this area is on a remote peninsula that is one of the westernmost points of land in Galicia and ends in Spain. The town itself is an ancient port and fishing village formed by narrow streets leading to the Plaza de Aras Solis, where the chapel of Nossa Senhora de Bom Sucesso is, dating from the 18th century. There are several beaches nearby, being framed by steep cliffs, and that always makes the scenery even more stunning. So this town in the summer is quite nice as well, like I said before. A few kilometers after this town is the tip of Cape of Finisterra, where the Way of St. James ends, but that we will talk about tomorrow when we get there. Whoa, what a nice view! Look at the rainbow! Amazing! And the beach looks awesome. is our hotel for tonight. The location is awesome, just overlooking the beach of Finisterra, the biggest beach here in Finisterra. This hotel does not have a parking space for motorcycles, but we are just across the street and it looks alright. We can just park here and it will be fine. Although this windy storm looks like it's gonna last a while. No rain though, just strong wind. So that means we can go out and have some dinner after we settle in. Good morning! We just left the hotel after a nice breakfast. We kind of slept quite well actually. It's a nice clean hotel. There was a very windy storm during the night. The bikes were with a bit of sand on them, but it actually looks like it didn't rain at all. And what's the saying? After the storm comes bonanza. So look at this glorious day.
Este posto está num sítio giro, hein? Atenção à direita. Olha lá um. Está-se bem.
Our destination is Cape Finisterra, where the Way of St. James ends. It marks the end of this pilgrimage of mine from the sanctuary of Fatima in Portugal, passing to the sanctuary of Covadonga in Picos, Europa, to the sanctuary of Santiago de Compostela, and now to the Cape of Finisterra. So let's go!
Sitting on my own, singing alone, dancing in the middle. Guess it's my jungle, jungle. And I'm wondering again, what is dream in my brain? In this happy city, yeah. Happy city, happy city. And I'm wondering again, what is dreaming my brain in this happy city, well there is just me. People around here, happiness is near. Smile in the corner, you should see the owner, the owner. And I'm wondering again, why this dream in my brain in this happy city, yeah. Happy city, yeah. And I'm wondering again,
I enjoyed my trip to the end of the world. Such a beautiful place. I totally agree with Dr. Stephen Hawking. This plaque celebrates when he was here in 2008, and this square here is named after him.
Houve um gajo que venha lá dos Pirineus chegar aqui deve ser uma cena mesmo.
Aqui tens uma coisa que é
As moedas.
faz
Uma moeda, por exemplo.
So, welcome guys to the Cape of Finisterra. And look at this view. Absolutely breathtaking. And it is also a glorious day. Beautiful. And just here is the mark of the end of the Camino de Santiago, the way of St. James. And is celebrated by this little mark here in the end of the world. It is known that in Roman times it was believed to be the end of the known world. The name Finisterre derives from the Latin Finisterre, meaning end of the earth. It is sometimes said to be the westernmost point of the Iberian Peninsula. However, Cabo da Roca in Portugal is about 16.5 kilometers further west and thus the westernmost point of continental Europe. Monte Facho is the name of the mountain here on Cape Finisterre, which has a peak that is 238 meters above sea level. Has a prominent White House that you can see here, just in front of us. The Artabri were an ancient Galician Celtic tribe that once inhabited the area before the Romans invaded over 2,000 years ago. So this area has a very long history, and in fact there are many pre-Christian sacred locations around. We have several rocks in this area associated with religious legends such as the Holy Stones, the stained wine stones, the stone chair, and the tomb itself of the Celtic crown goddess Orcabella. There is also an altar soli here on Cape Finisterre, where the Celts engaged in worshipping the sun and a quite number of assorted rituals. Later, Greco-Roman historians called the local residents of Cape Finisterre the Nerios. Here, Monte Facho was the place where the Celtic Nerios carried out their offerings and rites in honor of the sun, and for that the current archaeological investigations indicate there is evidence of habitation here as old as 1000 before Christ. Later there is also a Roman road to the top of Monte Facho and the remnants of ancient structures all around in the mountain. Cape Finisterre is the final destination for many pilgrims on the way of St. James. The pilgrims to the shrine of the Apostle St. James the Great in the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela. It is about a 90 kilometers walk from Santiago de Compostela to here, And it is a recent tradition for the pilgrims to burn their clothes or boots at the end of their journey here in the Cape of Finisterre. The origin of the pilgrimage to Finisterre is not certain. However, it is believed to date from the pre-Christian times and was possibly associated with Finisterre's status as the end of the world. The tradition continued in medieval times when the hospitals were established to cater to the pilgrims along the route from Santiago de Compostela to here, to Finisterre. Some pilgrims continue even further on to Muxia to the north, which is a day's walk away. All these things make the place absolutely a spiritual place, and we can feel it in the air here, looking down to the Mare Tenebrosum, or Dark Sea, the name of the Atlantic Ocean in the Middle Ages, and west to the end of the world. We cannot go any further.